What's going on, everyone? Scott here from the Breakevens, giving you another AFL Supercoach video today. Continuing on with our player profiles. Today we have a man who everyone was big on early, had a little bit of a hamstring, and he's still relevant, but he's sort of taken a back seat of relevance. That is Isaac Cumming. But before we get into that, if there are any other videos that you may have missed, make sure you go check them out. Give them a like and a subscribe to the channel for daily AFL Supercoach content this pre-season. And if you haven't yet, you can join the Breakevens AFL Supercoach League by using the code 266136. Again, 266136. And also you can hit me up on X at Breakevens Pod and on Facebook the break evens. With that all done and dusted, let's get into Mr. Isaac Cumming, who comes in at 287.7k as a midfielder only. It would have been nice to have him as a defender as well, but as it stands, just a midfielder. So in 2024, he averaged 66.8 points, and that was only through 4 games because there was an injury affected season. His best average to date has been a 94.7, which was in 2022, I believe. I ran out of room there. It's either 21 or 22. I feel like it was 22, but correct me if I'm wrong. In 2024, he had a low score of 36, which was injury affected, and a high score of 99. We have seen in the past that Cumming can score pretty well if he has the right role. What is that role? That would be the main distributor out of halfback and the one taking kick-ins, which is a great segue because I have some kick-in stats here. So in 2021 for GWS, because don't forget, he was at GWS, he's moved over to Adelaide. He was the number one kick-in taker at GWS in 2021. He took 140 kick-ins and he played on from 108, which is a play on percentage of 77%, which is okay. Obviously, you want that a bit higher. And he averaged 92.9 super coach in that season. In 2022, once again at GWS, he was the number one kick in man, and he had 129 kick ins and he played on from 116, which is a 90% play on rate, which is more what you want to see. And I can confirm it was 2022 because he averaged 94.7 Supercoach points. In 2023, we saw a bit of a change, and he was the fourth most kick-in player at GWS. He only took 56, and he played on from 45, which is 80% play on rate, which is still very good. But we saw his average drop from the 90s to 69.4. So just looking at that, basically, if he's number one kick in taker, he's going to score very well. Pretty simple there. Now, will he be the main kick out guy? So if he was at Adelaide last year, I would have said yes, he is the kick in guy. He would have been him. This year, with news that Rory Laird could be going back into defence, sort of has me a little bit worried because Laird excelled in that role, the kick in, the guy running off halfback. So what happens with Cumming and what is his role? Now I'll get into that very, very shortly. I just want to go through his highest average in season, which was 2022, and just a few of his stats. So he averaged 23.5 disposals, going at 77% efficiency. He averaged 2.3 inside 50s, 6.7 rebound 50s, 530 meters gained, I believe that's 5.8 marks and 2.4 tackles. That is huge. Now, obviously, those stats sound great, and unfortunately, he only averaged 94.7, which you'd think with those sort of averages, you'd think he'd probably be over 100 at least. But it is what it is. So that is what he can produce. There's a lot there. So he's inside 50. So he pushes up the ground. He's rebound 50s. He's that man kicking the ball out of defense. 530 meters gained is elite. 5 marks as well is huge, and 2.4 tackles. So he does everything. Um, the big thing is, what is his role going to be at Adelaide? Will he be on that halfback, or will he get a run through that midfield? Because obviously, I don't see him being a full time mid at all. He'd obviously either be on the wing and then go in, or on halfback and go in. So, what is his role going to be? If it comes out to the practice games and he's playing on the wing, I would completely avoid him. If he's playing off the halfback, there's a chance, at 287K, there is value there. If he does go at a 90, he's making you 100 to 150K easily. So it's not all doom and gloom there, but it'll all depend on Laird. How many kick-ins will Cumming take? Will it be number one? Will it be number two? That will really impact him. And Laird being back there is the kicker. If Laird was still in the midfield, Cumming would be in everyone's sides. So he's priced at an average of 53.3, which means he only needs to average 88 Supercoach points to make 150K. Now, you need him to do that in the first 6 to 8 rounds, and then you can switch him straight away. Obviously, if he goes higher than 88, he'll get there a bit quicker. If he goes at a 95, let's say, he could definitely get that in 6 rounds, where, the average 88 might have to push out to 8, might even get in 5. And then if he's averaging 100, you just keep him to the buys, see if anything changes. Now, value, yes. Role is a big question mark, and he's injury prone. He did a hamstring just before Christmas that had him out for 3 to 4 weeks. Thankfully, it was only minor, wasn't too bad, but he has had injury problems before, and a lot have been soft tissue. So it's not like Will Day or Lockie Whitfield, where they just get these random bumps and something happens, or they're playing on the trampoline at like a family member's house, and they like roll their ankle on the trampoline or something. They're genuine soft tissue injuries. So I think Isaac Cumming is a wait and see. He does have the potential to be great value, and it all just depends on what his role is and how much Rory Laird impacts him. So wait and see, and especially wait and see on those kick-ins. But on that note, that is going to do it for today. Make sure you go back and check out any of the other videos, give them a like, and subscribe to the channel for daily Supercoach content this pre-season. Use code 266136 to join the Breakevens AFL Supercoach League. Again, 266136. And hit me up on X at Breakevens Pod, and on Facebook, the Breakevens. I'll be back here again tomorrow for another video. So until then, it's bye for now.